Hey everybody, Conscious Medium Brandon Ross, and we're here to talk about the June report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get ready for the back end of this channel, having all sorts of fun such as meditations, classes, and more. So I hope you like and subscribe and carry along here. And we do something a little bit different here. As being more than a medium, I love to actually combine astrology as well as the tarot. So we're going to take a look at each one of the signs here. Hope you follow along here on the journey. And as we take a look at June 2022, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. Hey everybody, welcome back, and let's talk a little bit about the astrology report for June 2022. We have Mercury going direct on the 3rd, only to be trifled with Saturn going in retrograde on the 4th. Now, when you have this type of handoff, you are talking about communication, and then you're talking about stability and structure. Saturn always talks about being the stability of society and motherhood and all of that other good stuff, where you have Mercury kind of coming correct and going, okay, well, we've done our planning and here you go. This has been a great time for those of you that are doing a shakeup at home. This is a great time for you that are doing a shakeup with your professional or business life. This is a good time for you to really kind of grow and expand. So what a great time. We, of course, have the full moon in Sagittarius this month. That happens on the 14th. We're going to talk about how this is going to affect the fire signs as opposed to, say, the earth signs, and how we're going to really kind of get through this early kind of summer Gemini into Cancerian time here, and it's really kind of interesting. So very cool. So let's get started. Let's not much ado about nothing here. Hello Cancer, it's Conscious Medium Brandon Ross reminding you to like and subscribe, and then also check out the Art and the Science of Tarot. It's a great 6-week class, gives you all the basics and shows you how to do your own interpretation. All right, Cancerian energy, bring us home, baby. Bring us home. Listen, luck of the draw. You ended up being last in this, but number one in our hearts. Here we go, guys. You ready? Right out of the gate, here we go. I need to remember to shuffle these before I get started. Just a little funny. Anyway, so Cancer, one of the things you're going to be recognizing this month is, of course, you're coming into your own birthday month here at the end of June. You also have, the sun moves into Cancer in June 21st. You also have the new moon in Cancer right at the end of the month. Right at the end of the month, right? You've got, of course, Saturn retrograde, Mercury goes direct, and, when the full moon is in Sagittarius, just know and recognize that you may be activated, because you got to go with the moon cycles, baby. You just do. All right, let's take a look at this. In the mind, a little bit of negative thought pattern here for you, Cancer. Don't do that to yourself. You're thinking mentally like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here, right? And then, you know what? You're really beat up mentally. So maybe this Scorpio moon, remember when I talked about, if you watch any of the other videos, I talk a little bit about how these eclipses in Scorpio were really, really tough for the water signs. It was just a tough thing for them. Cancer, I think, really kind of took it on the chin. Now, physically, let's take a look at the body part of it. One of the things that you've got to kind of recognize with this is that change is inevitable for you, because the 3 of Pentacles comes out. First time in the Rider-Waite this go around. And then we've got the 8 of Wands. So what this tells me is that you've kind of been working in something in secret for a while, like, hey, I want to make a change. I've been doing some subtle things to my diet. I think you're going to get ramped up and really kind of go and get it, right? So listen, go do it, right? So you're coming into your birthday month here, and spiritually, the Page of Pentacles is about new ideas, new young ideas. And also, it's recognizing that there is almost like, this isn't necessarily a soulmate card, but it's a soul connection card. It's about a good balance. It's about you finding things here on Earth as well as in spirit to get done what you need to and be who you're supposed to be. I really like this for you here, Cancer. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. All right, let's turn around and take a look at this in terms of the mind part of it. Oh, gosh. So the mind, we're going 2 of Cups here. Are they or aren't they? But the 2 of Cups is about being reconciled. The 2 of Cups sitting here in the mind part of it is you being reconciled with the reality around you. And then you have the anxiety card here. This is a high intuition card, but it's definitely tapping into your intuitive anxiousness, let's just say. So you're like, hey, listen, I'm kind of beat up here. You got the nine of wands. You got the 5 of pentacles. Mentally, you're really beating yourself up here. Maybe it's over a person. Maybe it's over a situation. But here you are. Here you are. Physically, 2 of wands. This is about a choice about what is best for you, right? So you've got to start to kind of, you've got some good ideas here, and you're going to be really passionate about. Wow. Queen of Wands has made a lot of appearances here today. This is about fiery action. It's about making sure that you have the feminine dynamic attached to it. Don't be afraid to make the change. And then here on the spiritual side of it, as much as you're practical, you're also mental. I don't mean it like that. You're mental, Stacy. No. What I mean is that the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords comes out here. Placed right here, this is about making sure that you take the emotions out of what you think is spiritual practicality. And then you tap into your feminine divine. Wow. Is that Mirja? Maybe. But then the Empress comes in here. Let's see what our soul cards are talking to us here. Stay with me, Cancer. Stay with me. So listen, mentally you've got to quiet the beast with some meditation, right? And don't forget, the mind part of this reading is really about your mental process, right? It's not about how sane you are. That's not really what that means. What it means is, what's your processes? How do you go? What do you do? What do you change? What do you hang on to? You got to start doing some self-work here. That is pretty fantastic, right? All right, so we got some soulcraft going on here with the body. So this is kind of interesting. Pay attention to your intuition and let that show you what you've got to do, right? The 2 of Wands are sitting here. This is about personal choices. You've got this together. And then here on the spiritual side of it, the soul name comes out. You know what this is? This is about your soul core identity. You're really trying to figure out, you're trying to be practical. You're really, you're ignoring all the water signs here, right? And you're saying, okay, from a soul perspective, this is who I am and this is what I'm about. All right, guys, let's go to the center square here. The Hermit card, a little bit of Virgo action here. Typically plays well with Cancerian. So I'm going to say it this way. This is you kind of doing some reflection from within. It's you being able to recognize that you have to do some stuff for yourself and find your inner light. And then the King of Pentacles comes out. It's about being practical again. So listen, another year older, right? So then the Hangman comes out. I don't want to add to your anxiety here, Cancer, but you got plenty of it. Because the Hangman comes out, and the Hangman really kind of talks about the idea that you're going to see it from a different perspective. It's time to see it from a different perspective, but you got to go from within. And then you get the FOMO card. Fear of missing out. You feel like everybody else gets it but you. Listen, you've got the Hermit card, so you've got personal work going on here. You've got the King of Pentacles, which means that you're going to be practical about how you go about it. You've got all of the tools here. You really do. You really, really do. So listen, then the Variance card comes in. The Variance card is actually kind of a cool role, especially in this spot, because it's about change. You don't really like change, Cancer. You just don't. But what you do like is the idea that if you can be super practical about it, not reactionary, then you actually come out ahead. Kind of like that for you. I like that for you a lot, actually. All right, Cancer, listen, great job. Keep your head up. Happy birthday. Stay tuned for the July so that I can really get the Cancerian stuff. I have a feeling that you guys are going to take off in July. I think you're going to understand your new role in life, and I think you're going to get there. But right now, stay the course, do the work, go within. All right, guys, this is to remind us to remember to keep going, and absolutely. Be sure to click like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. I can't wait to see you in the Art and Science of Tarot. Keep going.